Okay, this is Split Second, which is a kind of racing game with a kind of theme of being a television show where all these cars are racing and causing massive explosions and triggering these events on the racetrack, which affect how it plays out. So if you build up enough on your meter, which you can see underneath your car, you get to trigger. I'm hoping the one's going to happen. There you go. You get to trigger a power play like that, where you can basically change what's happening on the track. But it's a cool idea, but the main issue is that these things end up happening around you, and you never really feel like you were like nailing these events yourself. It's just you were triggering something else happening on the racetrack.
Can you only do these things at certain points on the racetrack, or could you do it at any point? Or?
Yeah, I mean,
you can only do them at certain points where it's indicated. So you're probably going to see like a little badge. There you go, a little badge is appearing above the car, and that's what happens. You trigger an event and it blows them up. But it is very, very difficult to feel like you are necessarily in control of the action, because it's not a very precise system. Sometimes you wreck other people, sometimes you will inexplicably not wreck them, and all the while people are sort of doing similar things to you, and it's going on around you. People are wrecking each other behind you, and all of a sudden you could be wiped out by someone else pulling one of these power plays on you. So it can be a little bit frustrating in that sense. And the guy who reviewed this for us, Steve Williams, he's big racing fan. He's played a lot of racing games, and he described the handling as not quite as good as Burnout.
Yeah.
And I think you can see that from this. It's like a stodgy version of Burnout. Which is great testament to Burnout, which has been out for 2 or 3 years now on PS3.
I guess so.
And other games are still struggling to top it. This looks spectacular, but it's not quite the great racing game that we were hoping for. And what you'll see next month, or rather in this issue that you've got now, you've got a review of Blur, which is this thing's direct competitor. And we'll just have to see how those stack up, because we haven't actually played Blur yet. But the early signs, I think, are that Blur is going to be slightly better.
Yeah, I've been on the beta for a while, and it's a lot of fun. Like these kind of things, they feel like a set piece that's happening kind of away from you, like you're distanced from it, aren't you? It's like something happening in the background on Modern Warfare or something, as opposed to you making your own little drama. That's the thing. But it does look pretty awesome,
it's still a recommended race. We gave it 80%. You're going to get quite a lot of fun out of it, but it's certainly not best in class.